These camps in Kachin state in northern Myanmar are packed. Fighting between the government and the rebel Kachin Independence Army has forced 100,000 people from their homes since 2011, when a ceasefire between the two sides suddenly ended. And despite attempts at reconciliation, the fighting continues. Even in the camps, security is tenuous. Heavy shelling near displacement shelters in the south of the state last month sent nearly 3,000 people fleeing for their lives.
Since the fighting started, we are under threat from bombings, and travelling around the village is difficult. We will go back home when the fighting has completely stopped.
Numerous ethnic rebel groups sprung up across Myanmar soon after independence from British colonial rule. The military junta used civil conflicts in minority areas to justify decades of brutal rule. As the country opens up, a new reformist regime has signed tentative peace deals with the majority of the rebel groups, but not with the KIA here in Kachin. Negotiators, though, remain hopeful as the country looks to ink a broad national ceasefire in the hopes of finally bringing to an end the world's longest-running civil war.
Now we have 14 ceasefire agreement on the state level. 14. Then now we try to do the signing of only the two. So one is a Kachin and the one is the Palau, the TLNE.
The rebels want more political autonomy, more control over the lucrative resources in their area, and a future independent of the much mistrusted National Army. Meanwhile, for the internally displaced, their wishes are simpler.
There are a lot of restrictions, so now we'll only go home when the government and the KIA sign an agreement on the ceasefire and say we can go home. Only then will we go back.
The two sides have agreed to meet again in mid-May, and the people here are hoping a deal will be reached so that they can finally return to their homes.